Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel Loser Dev once again, and I hope now you all are clear with the concept of Ajax service validation, coach validation, and that table creation part. Now in today's video we will learn the concept of data mapping. Like you will always find here one section, data mapping, and inside this, if you click here and go inside this, then you will see two sections, input mapping and output mapping. So today we will see what is input mapping, what is output mapping, what is the concept of data mapping in a process. I will give you one example. Like I have already created one process. It's a very short process, visa application process. Only two activities are here. So I will give you one example, and I will try to represent the concept of data mapping in a best manner. So let's get started. So first I will tell you the requirement of this process, and then I will tell you about the concept of data mapping in this process. So as you can see, only two activities are here in this process. First one is user activity and the second one is approver activity. So in this activity, what user will do, user will fill all details like name, phone number, email ID, passport number, visa type, visa duration, etc. And then what will happen? This task will move to, this activity will move to approvers bucket. Here approver will check everything. Okay. So what will happen? We are passing some details from here to here, means something is going from here. Okay, means something output, okay, is going from here to here. So in this output mapping you have to give something. Okay, and as this activity is receiving something, so in this input mapping, okay, you have to give same details that you are accepting here. Okay, means some details are passing from here to here, means output mapping for this one and input mapping for this one. Okay, so now we will create two services, one for user and one for approver, two client side human services. I have already created here. This one is for user. I will show you step by step. Inside this coach, several fields are here like candidate name, gender, date of birth, phone number. So the next step is you have to bind variables here. Like for candidate name, you have to bind candidate name. For gender, gender variable. So I will suggest create one business object, BO. Go inside this data. I have already created visa BO, and my all parameters are here inside this visa BO business object. Like you can see your candidate name, gender, date of birth, these all, email, visa type. See, my all parameters are here inside this BO. So what I will do is I will use this BO here in variable section. In variable section, I'm using this inside output one. Why I'm using here? Because I have to pass these all details as output to approver, right? So that's why I'm using here in output section. I have already drawn the diagram, remember? So we are passing some information from user section to approvers bucket. So output here and input for approver. Okay, I will show you. See, this is approver bucket, I mean approver service. Inside this variable C, inside input you have same BO, and in coach you can create coach according to the requirement. So the main thing is this input one output one, how you are using variables, that is important. So this is about services. Now inside this process, main process, you have to create these all variables like you have already created BO. You have to keep these all inside private section, same BO. And now the next step is go inside this activity, applicant details, data mapping, click here, open. What you are doing, you are passing information from user to approver as output. Okay, so there is nothing here in input mapping. In output mapping, see, there is something. I have already binded. You can bind here one by one, or directly you can bind your business object directly here. See, like this also. So this is in output mapping, as you are passing these all details as your output to approver, right? I will show you in this activity, verification activity. These all details should be here inside, say, okay, inside input mapping. See, all details are here inside input mapping. So this is how the concept of input mapping, output mapping works here. I will show you everything after running this process. You will see whatever the user will fill form, the same detail approver will able to see all details. I'll show you. So this is a user UI. User will see this UI. I will fill all details here. And I will click here on submit button. What should happen? The same details should pass to approvers bucket. Means approver will able to see these all details, right? Means we are passing these all details as output, and approver will receive these all details as input, right? I am clicking here. See, this is approvers UI. As you can see here, all details are already present here: candidate name, gender, date of birth, and only approver will take decision here if he wants to continue or not. This checkbox is here, and this is the submit button. So how this is happening? This is just because of data mapping. This is how the input mapping and output mapping comes into the picture. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video.